There it was, buzzing above the Ottawa-Gatineau capital region, a small plane with a big sign. The banner trailing it read, in French, Stephen Harper nous déteste.ca. In English, Stephen Harper hates us.ca. It was hired to fly for 3 hours, but after just 90 minutes, the RCMP interrupted the flight and ordered the plane to land. Jean-Pierre Chambella is the pilot of the Piper Super Cub airplane that was hired by the Public Servants Alliance of Canada on the weekend. We reached him in Saint-Hubert, Quebec.
Mr. Chambella, where were you when you learned that the RCMP wanted to talk to you?
Well, I had just got out of the Ottawa control zone into the Rockcliffe area, and I was reporting in the Rockcliffe area that I was there with the banner. It's a 2,000 square foot banner, very visible, but it's a normal procedure so that if there's any other aircraft in transit, they would know that I'm there, so they would look out for me, I would look out for them. And a few moments after I was reporting in that area, heading towards the Hot Air Balloon Festival, there was a voice on the Rockcliffe Aerodrome Zone who mentioned to me that there were RCMP officers waiting for me on the ground and to come back down and to meet with them.
So it wasn't air traffic control that told you to come down?
Nope, it was not Ottawa Tower or anybody else. It was the Unicom frequency from Rockcliffe. And I recognized the voice. She's a charming lady and very experienced NAV Canada senior personnel also.
And what did she say?
That I had two RCMP officers who wanted to meet with me and to come on back down. And I was very surprised. I says, why? I have a contract to do. I'm earning my living and my business by flying banners. And she says, well, just repeated, there's two officers who wanted to investigate me. And I was puzzled, and I replied basically, well, give me a moment, get my mind straight here, trying to get a hold of my customer. And then I complied. I cooperated fully and went back to Rockcliffe Airport, reported where I was, and dropped the banner, did a circuit, and there you go. When I landed and parked the aircraft, they came to join me, and coincidentally, I saw them also as I dropped the banner, that they were looking at the banner and took pictures of it.
Did you think that the reason why they wanted you down was because what the banner said, which was in English, StephenHarperHatesUs.com or .ca?
Yeah, .ca. Well, I was wondering what it was all about, but on the ground, they explained that, they are there to ensure the security of the Prime Minister, and when they see such type of message, I won't say hatred message because they deny that they use it like that now, but when they say that there's a message or a threat to the Prime Minister, they act, and, I'm surprised because I didn't break any rules. I'm promoting a website, Stephen Harper nous déteste.ca, and at the beginning of the banner, you have three logos, the sponsors of the banner. So, nobody's hiding anything here.
Your sense was that they had said that you were promoting hate speech with your banner.
Well, they said that I was in Ottawa and that such a message is not very well welcomed.
But do you remember them saying that this might constitute hate speech?
Yes, I remember them referring to that, and anybody who has any bad things to say about the Prime Minister could be a potential threat. They consider me as such, whether it be a terrorist and whatnot, so they had to investigate who I was. So they took my phone number, address, name, my driver's license, where I was from, where I came from,
But what do you make of the idea that you should be, because you're carrying this banner, that you are promoting, and the definition of hate speech is promoting the willful hatred against an identifiable group. That's the definition by law. So how did you react when they said that to you?
I replied that I'm promoting a website and that they can have a look at the website and they get all the explanations.
The RCMP is now saying that what they were concerned with is that you were flying low and that you might have been a threat to airspace around Parliament Hill.
They said that I was a very visible banner. It's the first time they see such a huge banner, that in order for it to be so legible and so clear, that they thought I penetrated inside the no-fly zone.
You didn't get any warning. You did you get anything from
No,
the
absolutely
control
not,
tower
actually.
that you were infringing on the
No,
space?
absolutely not. Every time I was with the Ottawa Tower, they had me on radar. I had a transponder number. They were able to follow me and the route and where I went and so on and so forth. And several times in my conversations with the Ottawa Tower, I inquired how close was I from the restricted zone. And even at once, I was close. They said, you're still a quarter mile away. So I was quite far, and I even took pictures of while I was up there to, divert myself and orient myself with the area.
And the RCMP took pictures of you. So do you think you're still in trouble, or did they let you go, or
Well,
what?
no, they said they want to inquire to make sure I didn't enter the control zone. They were going to check with NAV Canada. And, they could have checked with NAV Canada just by calling the Ottawa Tower, I think. But, they're not telling me how to fly my airplane. I'm not telling them how to do their job either. So,
They say they gave you the
inquired.
green light to go back up, and so did you?
They said that?
They say they were satisfied there's no threat, and they gave you the green light for the plane to resume its flight.
Oh, I don't remember them saying anything to that effect.
That's what they're saying now.
Well, it's 3 days later, and that day, an hour late, I had other contracts to do in Montreal that evening. They messed up my day.
All right. Well, thank you for explaining it to us, Mr. Chambella. It's good to talk to you.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Good day.
Jean-Pierre Chambella is the pilot of the Piper Super Cub that was hired by the Public Service Alliance of Canada and then grounded by the RCMP. We reached him in Saint-Hubert, Quebec.